So we've seen powerful transformations that people like Tony Robbins gets in his seminars and even in the documentary, I'm Not Your Guru on Netflix. But why does NLP work? I'm going to dive into that question and break it down for you in this video. Hi, my name is Tiffany Toombs. I'm an NLP and hypnosis master practitioner and trainer, which is just a fancy way of saying I've worked with thousands of people across the world to help them rewire their mind so they can have the success and the fulfillment that they want. In this video, I'm going to break down for you why NLP works, what it specifically focuses in on to allow it to work, and then I'm going to share with you 2 different tools that we use to get dramatic and powerful transformations using the tools of NLP. So NLP stands for Neuro-Linguistic Programming, which means that we understand how the brain works to create emotions, to create beliefs, to create thoughts and memories, how that ties together with the words that we think and the words that we say to ultimately create our reality or our programming, which is our behaviors, our habits, and our action. Now, the reason that most people fail to make long-term change in their life is they focus on the P. They focus on the behaviors that are not working for them. They focus on the habits that they want to create. So if they want to lose weight, for example, they say things like, I'm going to work out more, I'm going to eat less junk food. If they want to make more money in their business, I will procrastinate less, I will make more cold calls. But the thing is that your behaviors are symptoms of your belief systems. And so if we only focus on addressing the behavior, that's like going out to weed your garden with a pair of Crayola kids scissors and cutting the stem of the weed where it meets the soil. Yes, you won't have any weeds showing for a couple days, but the root is still there, and so that weed is going to come back. And this is why people can make short-term change or get short-term momentum in their business, is because they are weeding the garden by cutting the stem. The garden looks good for a day, but because the belief system that was driving that behavior is still there, that behavior is ultimately going to come back. This is why I left accountability coaching and I discovered the tools of NLP, because I could get longer lasting change for my clients. And so my clients didn't need to keep coming back to me over and over for the exact same problem. I actually felt like I was making a difference for them. So before I share with you how this works and why this works, I would love to hear from you. Have you ever experienced an NLP technique done to you before? And if so, what was the results that you had? Go to the comments below and let me know. So as I said in the first part of this video, our behaviors are symptoms of our belief systems. What most people don't realize is that 95% of the belief systems that we have as adults, those seeds were planted in the garden of our mind between the ages of 0 and 7. So before we really understood what the world was about, those seeds were being planted in the mind. Now, since those seeds were planted, you have looked for validation that those beliefs were correct. So what we do is we delete information from our environment. We just flat out don't see it. It's almost like our belief systems create blinders for our life. If I believe that it's hard to make money, the only options I will see to make money are the ones that are hard. Anything that's passive or fun or simple or easy or aligned with our passions is going to fall outside of what I can see. We distort information. So we change it to mean what we want it to mean. I see this happening a lot with salespeople who are just beginning their sales career. They'll call somebody one time and that person won't answer the phone and they'll say, see, I told you that this product or this offer isn't good enough. That person might be screening their call. They might be busy. There's 1,000 different reasons why they didn't pick up the phone, and none of them have to do with the worthiness of you or the product or the service. And so our belief systems cause us to distort how we perceive our reality. It's almost like we're putting different filters on our reality based on the belief systems that we hold about that particular thing or that particular person or even about ourselves. The third thing that we do is we generalize information. So maybe we have had one coach who didn't help us, or we bought one program, read one book, and we didn't get the dramatic transformation that we wanted. Well, all of a sudden we decide that nothing works and that we just can't change. right? We decide that all people who are blonde have these character traits, or all people who are doctors are like this. And so this is how we create a reality that's not actually in alignment with what we want. Now, because we're deleting, distorting, and generalizing, and we're limiting what we see in our reality, that's going to change the behaviors that we ultimately take. We're not going to play full out. We're not going to see all the opportunities that are actually there. We're going to limit ourselves to what aligns with our belief systems. And that ultimately creates these disempowering behaviors. So what NLP allows us to do is to go in to the software of the mind. It gives us the user manual to hack into that software and say, this belief system's not working for you. We're going to pull that one out and we're going to put in a belief system that's going to help you get what you want. And that's how we can very quickly make dramatic change in somebody's life, is because we're actually changing how the brain is wired. And your brain's naturally rewiring itself anyways. NLP allows us to speed up that process. Now, before I share with you another way that NLP works, I want to remind you to subscribe to my channel. Every week, I'm putting out brand new videos just like this one to help you master your mind, hack that software. I'm sharing tools of NLP with you so that you can change your life and create the reality that you want. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button and like this video while you're there. Now, other than our belief systems, our emotions are the other driving factor in our life. And you might be thinking, Tiffany, I am not emotional. I don't make emotional decisions. I am totally logical and reasonable. And that would be true if you were not a human being. We are emotional beings. Every decision that we make is made on emotion, and we back it up with logic and reason. Now, what NLP helps us understand is that our thoughts, the words that we say to ourselves in our head and out loud, cause our body to release a hormone. That hormone then causes us to have an emotion, and that emotion causes us to think more of the same thoughts. So did you know that the average person has 60,000 thoughts every single day, and 80% of those are negative? Now, if you're thinking 80% negative thoughts a day, what kind of life do you think you're going to be creating? Probably a not very positive one. Probably not a very empowering one. And so what NLP allows us to do is understand the power of those words and start to intentionally choose words that build us up and that give us the emotions that we want to feel so that we can create the reality that we want. And when we start intentionally choosing our thoughts, when we let go of the attachment to the negative ones and we choose words that have a positive effect on us, we can make change very, very quickly. Now, if you would love to learn more tools of NLP and more information about how the brain and our words combine to create our reality and our behaviors, I would love to share with you my NLP Rewired program. I've pulled together over 35 hours of training from my most powerful training sessions with my clients who pay me thousands of dollars. But instead of you paying thousands of dollars, I'm making this available to you for an insane amount off. I don't even know what percentage off this is, but it's just $47. All you have to do is go to thenlpqueen.com or click on the link in the description below. Thanks for watching.